Hello, hello, everybody, to another lightning round. And I'm excited to see what Spirit brings through on this one as well. I'm going to go flip on another light real quick. Little better there. All right. So thank you so much for joining me on a lightning round. And this is different than my regular um, reading sessions that I do, in that I don't take donations on this one. And it's a one card reading. So I'll pull one card to get answers. And that way I'm able to get to a lot of more individuals um, and than my other ones. Because I do get donations and I step out of those to complete those readings, and then I go back into the free. But my free readings get so long so fast that I wanted to offer something else for individuals. So um, this is what these are for. So got my little lightning bolt shirt on for my little reading and we'll get started here. So thank you for joining me, and hopefully you guys are enjoying these because I'm enjoying doing them. All right. All right, Christy. Right. I'm looking into some other options too. So maybe I feel like I want to do these like every Wednesday through Sunday in between my morning and evening sessions. Just kind of jump in when I'm have a good hour um, and do that. So let's get started. So Alikia, you are up first. Hello. When do we see you getting a job that you really like? You need a new start. All right, let's take a look here, see what Spirit has for you. Well, it should be coming soon here. You have the World card, which is about endings of significant cycles and the beginning of a new adventure. So when the World card pops up, it usually is more sooner than later. So really keep an eye out, and of course look into your heart and see what is it that would make your heart sing. I feel like this is a time for you to don't block out any possibilities. What is it that you would just, if there was no, if money wasn't an obstacle, or anything wasn't standing in your way, what is it that you would love to do with your life? And then start looking into that area, because you'll be surprised at what you're able to find out there these days, especially. So I like that for you. And so when you're asking mainly when, it's soon, sooner than later, but you have to do the looking and understand what it is that you're wanting to do. It won't just come and fall in our lap usually. So it's like really get into your heart. What do you want to do? And then go a looking and see what unfolds. So I like that. All right. So that's what they have for you, Alikia. Christy, hello. Will your move be successful? You're nervous about it. Let's take a look here and see what they have here. I see why you're nervous about it. This is one of those wonderful, wonderful Saturn times of they're shaking your foundation around the move. It's not that things are going to go bad. It's just that there's this challenge that comes in with these. It's not going like you normally are told that it should and supposed to and need to and have to. And that's where these fears, bubble up, that like, oh my gosh. But it happens for you to really understand, what it is that you are afraid of, and what stories, because that's what the Devil card is all about, our stories. And Saturn energy challenges all these beliefs that we've had, and like, what does it mean to have a move go successfully? It could be no one loses their life during the move, right? Success, right? But all the stuff of, well, it has to go exactly as I'm wanting it to. I feel like this is a time of, it's allowing you to let go and go with the flow. And when you let go and go with the flow, the day just flows, right? It's not full of anxiety and stuff. It's just like, you know what? It's all going to work out one way or another. We're going to work it out. And when we go with it, with this kind of renewed, you know, yeah, trusting, trust that everything unfolds for you and that you're going to figure a way around something. You know, what's the worst thing that could happen with a move not going successful, right? Someone passes in the process, you know, it's like, okay, that would be the worst, right? Everything else you can figure out. That's like when I used to work for home medical equipment company where we got oxygen for people. If people didn't get oxygen, people would die. But then when I ended up working in auto insurance later, people would freak out, and I'm like, you know what? No one dies over a bill or something being wrong on coverage and making a mistake. I go, it's all fixable. No one, so I feel like this is a wonderful, wonderful you know, I can trust everything's going to unfold. So I like that for you. So, this, it definitely, is a freeing. I just feel you letting go on the day and leading up to it going, you know what? I'm doing everything that I know to do and I can handle any problem that might pop up. Because what's that saying? The only the only problem with the problem is that we have a thought about a problem. There really are no problems, right? So, but I feel things are going to be fine. But this anxiety and the things maybe not going exactly according to the spreadsheet. It's okay. Go with the flow. You'll be good. You're welcome, Alikia. You're welcome, Christy. I know. I totally understand though. I do have spreadsheets. So I like things organized, and one of my biggest uh, you know, uh evolutions in my life was learning to let things go, learning to let things go. It's almost like it's an addiction though. I have to stay on top of it. Otherwise I get sucked into it really easy. All right. Earth Angel, will you win this week if you play Lotto? 10 of Cups. Boom. You will win. No. Will you win millions or will you win a buck? That is the real question, right? But I feel there's this abundance, this wonderful coming in. So I feel like you'll win something. But uh, that's what we have there for you is you're going to win something. you know, whether you're going to win the billions or millions, whatever it is up to these days, that is another question. All right. Uh, and then Don Donia White, I'm going to murder that. I'm just going to call you Pompey. You are up next. So, what is the outcome of Devin and Mika? And hey, by the way, yeah, I know it gets that free list gets very long, very fast, which I'm not complaining. I love everyone's thirst for things. So the outcome of Devon and Mika, the Seven of Swords. Swords are thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, attitudes, and the Seven of Swords is through this process, they really understand what of their own thoughts and beliefs were stealing possibilities from them for love, for opportunities, for those things. So whenever a seven, pops up, it can mean with the Seven of Swords, especially, it's uh, the Six of Swords would be like three on each side, which is a smooth movement of communication and mindset. A seven plops a big boulder right in the middle of the path that is something that they can't look around and get around. And so I feel like the outcome is there's going to be some conflict in their communication because of their thoughts and their beliefs and their mindsets. They're really strongly attached to these ways of thinking and like, no, my way is the right way. No, 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 my way is the right way. And when that happens, and I feel like they will learn through this about, is it more important to win an argument or to show love to one another? And I feel like they'll learn the hard way that they're like, oh, yeah. So, I just feel like there's a lot of conflict with them there. And they have, but it's a learning experience. They're being mirrors for one another in a huge way because they're both so much alike in their stubbornness. So, the outcome with this, I kind of feel like they're because they're going to learn the hard way. I feel like they end up parting ways. I almost feel like they come back. I almost feel like they've come back, and it's like this ebb and flow of they're together and they're broken up, and they're together and they're broken up. They're together and they're broken up. So that's what they have for you, for them right now. So many blessings to you. All right. Hey, sweetness. Welcome. You can have a card. Let's see what spirit would like for you right now. Okay. Yeah. Non-stop cycles. Oh, isn't it beautiful? It's like watching a tennis match. All right. What do they have for you, sweetness? All right, here it is. Ooh, I like it. So you got the Queen of Wands, which the Queen of Wands is a great, powerful card because not only does she roll over fire, she also has water, which is where this cat comes in. Because this cat here represents the connection to the ethereal, to the higher worlds, to the spirit world. And so it does have this, beautiful um connection to and like this relationship that's built between her and spirit. She's very powerful as far as she can super direct her energy in a direction and get things done, and she's able to go a lot further as well, because she trusts her gut, she trusts her communication with spirit. So when she has a decision to make, she just dials up the higher realms, asks them, "Okay, fork in the road, left or right, which one's, for my highest good?" And they're like, "Take a right," and like, "Okay," psh, and you just take it. Whereas other people are like, "Oh, I've got to analyze it, I've got to research it," but it's like you immediately like know what's best, and they find out later, "How did you know? You just like instinct, you did it, but it ended up being the right way." Yeah, over and over and over. So they're saying definitely trust your intuition, trust your gut with what have coming forward, and also with this Ace of Wands, whatever you focus on grows, and so recognize that you have this power, that whatever um, your energy is pointed at is what grows and where your energy flows. So if you focus on lack and what's not in your life, missing, and what you fear, and what you have in your life that you don't want, that grows bigger. But if you switch it to what you're grateful for, what you do want in your life, and all those beautiful things like love and joy and peace and laughter, those things expand. So, really, a great message here of realizing your power and trusting your gut and your instinct too. So, I like it. All right. Very good. All right. And then I think here, yeah. So, Joy, you are up next. So, the last week of January, what would Spirit like you to know? Let's take a look here. You're very welcome, sweetness. All right. Here we go. So, your last week of the month, Joy, is this movement of emotion. So, the knights quest after love and they quest after the Ace of Cups, which is full of the unconditional love of the higher realms. And so there is this figuring out of emotions as emotions are moving and moving and moving the last week, that it's like the difference between drinking the desert water, which you're like, okay, and drinking the beautiful sweet water, the nectar of the heavens. So you really are seeing the difference and feeling, because I really feel like you've been searching after and connecting to the spirit world in great, great deep ways in the last 3 to 6 months, especially. And so this, you're just really starting to grasp and absorb and really be filled with this love from above. And you're seeing the difference between the two, especially in the last week of this month. It feels like the outside world stuff just feels like it's been feeling less and less and less fulfilling, even more than before, normal. It's because you're having a taste of something that is fulfilling, and that's what's bringing this change, this awareness in as well. So I like that for you, Joy. And that's what they have. So many, many blessings to you. Hey, Krishna, love and light to you. All right, Toka fan, hello. You want to know R's thoughts when he saw you today? Okay. Well, we got the Page of Swords here. So when they saw you today, the Page of Swords are thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, expectations. And the Ace of Swords is about seeing things from a different perspective, a higher perspective. So it's funny you're saying thoughts and swords are thoughts. And so their thoughts did change today and saw you from a different way of looking at things. And so they're seeing you in a different light, in a bet it's not really better, it's a different light, it's a higher light, which allows them to see you in a different way. It is a more um, higher vibrational way that they're looking at you, whereas before they might have had some like lower vibration, if it was anger or sadness or have the hots, for you, whatever the lower vibrational. When they saw you today, they saw a different side of you that had them change their thinking around you. So it's a nice upgrade in thinking, which I like for you, but definitely a brighter way of looking. So I like it. All right. And then Alikia, can you see if somebody has made some magic on you? You're having nightmares. Okay. We can take a look here. Spirit, when I have a lot of people that ask about black magic and curses and stuff, and Spirit has always told me and shown me that we have our own power. We are the ones that allow things to impact us or not. We hold this great power within us. People can try to make us fear, or they can make it harder for us to love and easier us to fear, or easier for us to love and harder for us to fear. But we're the ones that make the ultimate choice on the impact of things on our life. No one can do black magic on us. No one can do this. The only thing they can do is fear. One of the quick examples that Spirit gave is like a vampire. In this scenario, you have to invite a vampire in order for them to enter your home. And you hear a knock at the door and you look through the peephole and there is a vampire. Now you can just go and walk away and ignore their knocks. Or, second scenario, you open the door and they're like, invite me in. And you're like, no, slam. Scenario three is you open the door and they're like, invite me in. And you're like, no. And they're like, you have to invite me. And you're like, well, okay, come in. And then they're feeding on your energy. Now, in that scenario, you can uninvite them and they get thrown out the door. But the last scenario is, you open the door and they tell you to invite them in and you say no. And they show you this little rules that they wrote going, well, it says here, if you don't invite me in, you have to give me 2 bags of your blood. And they throw you 2 bags and you're like, okay. And if you take the blood and you hand it to them, they drink of your energy and they throw you 2 more bags. we're the ones that give it away. We're the ones that are giving them permission. We can say no, and we have that strength to be able to, push those things away. You have the 5 of Wands that came in, which starts off feeling like conflicting energy, fearful energy, but it transforms into loving energy. Because in this scenario, it starts off looking like they're fighting, but what really this is 5 friends who are training, helping each other develop their skills, developing their abilities. So that is this change of energy that you're having here. It's like if you believe and you fear, then that stuff comes up in your dreams, and that's what the nightmares are, is your spirit, your spiritual team bringing the um situations that you're fearing to you so that you can deal with them in the dream world, and then you can bring that out into the physical world. So, and it's like a little virtual kind of environment inside of your brain while you're sleeping, that spirit will bring stuff up to go, okay, this is when you can start looking at it. Then you wake up and you're like, and you realize, okay, that was a dream and I can deal with this in the physical world too. So that's what they want you to know about the nightmares there. So um, many blessings to you. Hang in there. You are so powerful. No one can do magic on you. They can try, and you can laugh at them on the inside, send them love, because they're doing those things out of fear, because that's the only thing that they know how to deal with. So that's what they have. Popcorn and a slushy. You're funny, Pompey. Very good. Hey, Rhonda. Thank you so much. Blessings to you too. All right. Krishna Miller, you'd like a general reading? Perfect. So we'll take a look here. And thank you guys for all the thumbs up on the video. It does help spread the love to the world. So thank you for being a part of that by doing that. General reading, Krishna. So you have the star card, which is a beautiful wish fulfillment, hopeful, bright, starry card that comes in. It is also a card of balance. The 7 stars here represent the 7 chakras, and so there is this balancing of chakras, the balancing of the subconscious and the conscious, the emotional world and the physical world. So there is this beautiful, beautiful connection, bringing the heavens down into the physical world, and it's a beautiful um, progression towards what feels like wish fulfillment, the figuring out of what truly is your wish in life. Not so much the conscious mind of what we were told and supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's, and this like dream that was handed to you going, here, this is your dream. And we're children, right? We're like, well, okay. And so we try to live that dream, but now we wake up going, I got to go live my dream today, but it's not your dream. You feel that way because it's someone else's dream. So this card is really about you balancing things, really connecting to your higher self, and knowing what it is you want to do with your life, and making those adjustments, making the balancing of what everyone else has been wanting for you and what you want for your life, what you truly want, your high heart wants. So I like that. It feels like this movement of feeling, like you said, waking up in the morning and just dreading what you feel you have to do. And instead, when you're living your dream, you wake up and you're excited about what you get to do. So it's a transition that's coming up for you, and I like it for you. So that is what they have for you, Krishna. Yay! Yes, I love it. All right. So LA, you are up. What is Caleb feeling right now towards you? You are very welcome, Krishna. Ooh, well, I think they have a little bit of emotion there for you. Definitely, there's this emotional connection of, um, I mean, lovers or friendship. Lovers doesn't have to be, romantic, but it definitely is. There's this connection of that's drawing them to you. So they really do feel this connection with you at that heart level. And so it is the emotional choice card too, which, of course, lets you decide um, whatever events come into your life, you get to choose what emotion you feel as you go through it. We're told that, well, when this happens, this is how you're supposed to feel. And we create these habits too, right? And so there's this change of, I get to choose what I feel. I don't have to listen to the popular opinion that everyone conditioned me and brainwashed me into having to believe there. There's this freedom that comes through this too, which I like, this emotional, like, well, everyone else says that I should feel this way. And either, sometimes it's like, uh, I'm not supposed to forgive them. I'm supposed to be blah, blah, blah. But it's like, who says that I can't forgive them and that I give them a second chance, or that I don't give them a second chance? Everyone's telling me I should, and I don't want to. The power comes back in the choice. And I love that for you. So I like it. All right. So that's what they have for you, LA. At least you felt some power touch your head. You couldn't recognize yourself after that. Yeah, that does sound interesting there, Alikia. Yeah, I agree with Joy that there's truly nothing evil in the world. You know, my brother asked me once, he goes, "Do you believe in demons?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. I believe that behind every single thing is a powerful, spiritual, eternal being of unconditional love and light. For our adventure and our drama here, if we feel we need a demon, the prop department will call up, we need demons for so and so's drama, and they'll bring in, they'll all these unconditionally loving beings will go and they'll put on their costume to go blah 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 to bring us our experience, and then they're like, haha, it was us all along. So, I agree. It's all God, it's all unconditional love, it's all of the higher realms. But what we choose to put, what story we want to put to a situation, what emotion we want to feel as we go through it, that's our power of choice, the free will they talk about is such a huge power that we have on this plane, because we get to choose emotions or stories of fear of losing conditional love, or stories and emotions of unconditional love of above. Neither's right, neither's wrong. They're just different. One constricts, makes us feel small, cages us. We get to experience all those fear emotions. The other expands us, brings us gratitude and joy and all those beautiful emotions. So neither's right, neither's wrong. But when we're tired of feeling one, we have another one we can choose. So empowerment, I feel, is what you're learning through this situation. But yeah, definitely, it's like God went and touched your head, "Psst," and you're like, "Who did that?" And He's like, "Hey, look up, here I am." I like it. All right. And Tokafan, you want to know a general for your job for the rest of the month. Let's take a look here. So you have the 5 of cups here. I feel like with your job, there is this change that's happening, because 5 is the number of change, but there's like, whatever, if there's been some disappointments and been some, you know, confrontations and just some lower energy vibrations of, the lower emotional vibrations, it's time here that you are able to switch things up. You're able to change your attitude around it. Like I was just talking about, the 2 of cups is the power of choice. We can continue to choose, you know getting caught up in the company drama, and things are not, um, you know, unfolding the way that they said it would or supposed to or should, and blah blah blah, and disappointment. It's like, you know what? I don't have to let this bother me at all. I'm going to switch my energy from, the lower vibrational fear energy, and I'm going to focus on what I'm grateful for, and what I do have in my life, what I do want in my life. And I'm going to focus on joy and laughter and peace. And you're going to see things transform if you wish it to do that. Nothing wrong with, uh, experiencing all that. I mean, that's what the Five of Cups tells us, is that we came down here specifically to experience the fear rides. That's why we come to this giant amusement park full of fear rides. But when we're done, I'm like, I've ridden this roller coaster 345 times. I think I'm going to go try a different ride, or I'm going to go sit in the Zen garden in the middle of this park and have some ice cream and just sit, and we can do that. That's the power we have. So I love that coming in there for you, because you have the power to transform it. So I like it. Oh, Rhonda, thank you so much. I truly consider it an honor and a joy to be able to do this. And I'm glad that I'm a great mirror for you to see your light in me. So glad you made it today. All right. Yeah, very good. Yeah, I agree, Joy. All right, lovely Lovey. What is your eldest daughter lying about her money? Oh, why is your eldest daughter lying about her money for her mortgage? Uh-oh. Let's see what we got here. Excuse me. We got the Nine of Wands here. There's something energetically going on with her, because the Nine of Wands is our drive, our ambition, our passion, our overall energy. And when you see that they have this bandage on their head, that means they've been bumping up against a wall over and over and over again. This will mean that there's something below the surface in the subconscious that is, usually it's going to be from her, like, 7 years old and younger, that there was things that happened that um, made her feel unworthy. Like, the story that was what she created around it was, I'm not worthy, or they did something successful and someone took it away from them, or punished them, or it's something that happened in their earlier years that created this energy of success isn't possible for you. A teacher saying something like you're stupid. I mean, there's all this stuff that can happen that creates these emotions that are pushed down, and they're running behind the scenes. It's like on a computer, if you have a program you brought up that's playing music and you minimize it and you forget that it's there, and you're like, where's this music coming from? I don't know where. There's nothing on my screen, but it's because it's down underneath. It's still impacting her, still there. And I feel like there's this fear of failure, this fear of um, not having enough. There's all this stuff that's inside that makes them, you know, feel like they can't tell the truth, because if they or fail, they have this all or nothing perfectionist mentality that's going on, which means they either are perfect or they're a failure. There's no in between in their mentality. And this is what they're learning and growing through. And this is why they have to blame others for things, have to lie about things, because if I don't have enough, or if I am using money for something else to cover this and everything else, and it's like I can't not share this, and so there's this energy that is bouncing around underneath there. All you can do is love, 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 love. You can't change her mind, because it's not the mind that needs changing. It's the emotion underneath the thought that is down below the surface, and the only way you can help someone change their emotion is by love. And the more unconditional love you give, the more that changes on the inside, and it makes its way to the outside. Yeah, yeah. So when we're interacting with another individual, one of the biggest things is, why is this happening between us? What mirror are they being for me? Right. And so when we feel, like, wow, they're very confident, you can look at yourself and go, you recognize their confidence because you have confidence inside you. And it's like, wow, that's great. And then when you look at someone and going, they're manipulative, you can look and go, oh, why am I wanting to see manipulation? How am I manipulating myself? How maybe am I manipulating others? Because, of course, manipulation is acting sad when things don't go our way, or angry and bullying to get our way, or rejection. And so, how are we manipulative to ourselves or to others? So when these things come up, it's like we come back to ourselves, especially when it's outside of our control. It's like all I can do is love, but why am I seeing manipulation? It's like when I see, people, when I look and go, ah, that person's being a victim. I can't believe they're being a victim. And I'm like, oh, I'm being a victim right now about their victimhood. And it's like, oh, that was a mirror, and it helps us clear things out, right? Mm. That's what it comes down to. So, it's a beautiful, um, if we love someone unconditionally, we don't care what they do. So if we're feeling manipulated by him, then maybe there's some conditions there, right? But yeah, definitely it's a mirror. But that's what they have for you with this one card. I'm sorry, I'm getting too far in. I need to keep going. So, but I will be back this evening. I'm going to be on for about another 30 more minutes on this one. But if you need deeper diving in, if you come back to my evening ones, I go in a little more deeper there. These I want to be trying to get through as many people as I can. So, see, I get sucked in. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So, Daisy, you are up next. So, will you receive all A's during your end of your second semester? All right. Well, you do have the 9 of cups coming in here, Daisy. So there is this beautiful, beautiful, this is wish fulfillment. This is feeling abundant, feeling whole, feeling emotionally full and overflowing. So, I feel like this is a very positive message for that there. So, while the art club was not approved, you can still host art market on campus. Okay, well, that's good because we were talking about making money, right? So that's good. Very good. So thumbs up on all the A's. So I like that. All right. You are welcome. All right, Elisa, what's coming for you in February? Let's take a look here. We have the Page of Pentacles coming up. So there is new opportunities that are coming forward for you in the month of February. And I feel like it's well, of course, it's external opportunities. I don't feel like this is love. I feel like it's more just opportunities to attend events, for, like, it would be like jobs and things like that in your life. There's also, with the Ace of Pentacles here, an opportunity to see your life and see yourself in a different way, your worth in relation to the outside world, seeing it differently. So I really like that for you because there's this expansion that happens. So I like those coming up there. Definitely new opportunities in the outside world is your theme for February. So I like it. So that is what they have, Elisa. Not They don't give me many more details than that. They were just like, not love, but this. And then, okay, that's it. All right. So, info entertainment. Will you be able to travel to Canada by spring? Let's take a look here. Sun coming out multiple cards. We're doing one card readings today in this one. Okay, here we go. So you have the 10 of wands here, and what I'm feeling like with this is like, yes, you will have the ability to travel to Canada by spring, but it's going to take some work to have it happen. This is like this is the abundance, this is the harvest you can have, but to have a harvest this much, you also have a lot of work to that has to be put in for it. So you're able to do it. It just is going to take legwork, groundwork, um, really adjusting things, just a lot of energy to make it happen. So it is possible, but if you're willing to put in the energy around it, that's what it's going to take. So that's what they have for you, info. So many blessings. I like it. Hello, Christina. All right. Hey, Likia. I know, right? Well, to win a reading, to win a free reading, you just have to keep trying. I use a computer generated number selector to generate the winners, and we did have 3 winners, because I did have over 45 comments on my bi-monthly, every 2-week giveaway. And so in 2 weeks, I'll have another drawing. So make sure I already have the new drawing going to pop up tomorrow. So make sure to jump in there and sign up. All right, Krishna, can you tell me about your soul partner? When will you meet him, or have you already met him? All right, let's see. For one card, what will they want you to know about this situation here? All right. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is new birth. This is new harvest, new coming in. So I would say you haven't met them yet. You will be meeting them. But right now, this is about Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, and there's an important time for you to be looking inward and looking at your own worth in relation to the outside world. Because the other person, your soul partner, is also in this journey, raising their vibration of their self love and their self worth. So while we're waiting for things to unfold, waiting for you to meet in that, when we spend our time on developing and increasing our self love, doing our inner work, finding out what barriers we have, what all expectations we have around love and a relationship, the more we can cut them away, the more we can raise our own love, our self love, then the more love we're able to give and receive when we eventually end up with our soul partner or soulmates, And because when we love ourselves this much, we cannot love people more than the extent we love ourselves, or receive love from others more than the extent we love ourselves. So if we love ourselves this much, no matter how much love they give us, it's going to drip, drip, drip into our hearts. No matter how much love we want to give out, it's going to drip, drip, drip toward them. Now, if they are, that's why they're working on their self-love too. Because if you both have dripping faucets, it's going to feel empty. There's not going to be this love flowing in between to the extent it can until you expand your self-love. So that's what they have going on right now, Krishna, is they're working on their inner love, and you are working on your inner love, and then that will just expand, and eventually you will meet. Yay! Beautiful. So keep going, because they're doing the same. So that's just going to allow this beautiful flow of love in between both of you. So I'd like it, Krishna. All right. So Jessica Sample, hello. So love message for you, please. All right. What do they want you to know about love? Love, love, love. All right. Nothing. Sorry. There's no messages. I'm just kidding. I just keep on getting several cards. All right, here we are. So you have the Knight of Wands. So the waiting time is over, Jessica. There's going to be some love and some passion and some fire that's going to be coming in super speedy fast, because this is the fastest night in out of all four of them. It's the fiery night, so it's fire, fire, movement, movement. So definitely, you have love coming in. I wouldn't even dismiss that they might be a fire sign because of this fire and this passion. It feels very Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, where they're just like, "I love you," it's just like this flood of passion, and it's like, "Whoa, simmer down." We don't want to, engulf in flames and have it burn out. Let's simmer down. We don't want it to be a forest fire. We want it to be one of those little what do they call them? you know it's a little fire pit. We want it to be a fire pit full of warmth and brightness and containment, not out of control burning everything down. But I feel like it's coming fast and furious here very soon. So I like that for you, Jessica. The waiting time is over. All right, Kayla B, you are up next. So will your next relationship be with Joe? Well, the Nine of Pentacles came flying out here, which the Nine of Pentacles is the hermit's journey, the number nines. It's finding your wholeness and your completeness within yourself. And you're not alone. You have spirit with you, represented by that. And there's also this little, um, let's see if I can get to focus, a little snail down here, which I don't think I can get it to focus that close. There he is, which is it takes time. I know we hate that, right? But but it is telling me that your next relationship um will not be, what did I hear, Joe with P? Maybe it's going to be with Joe. I don't know why I saw Joe, but it's going to be with Joe, not with P. But this is about you finding your wholeness within you, is what's next. So that your next relationship is with yourself. That's why I feel it's not with P, but you do spend this time getting to know yourself and your wholeness, not needing like someone else to make you feel whole and complete. You're finding this so strongly within you with spirit that then you don't need love, you want love. It's not like a desperate need, like I have to have it or I'm just not complete. It's, you know what, I feel great and I want to have a relationship with Joe. I don't know why Joe came in, but this person, the one, but I don't feel like it's going to be um, permanently with P. I feel like if you do get in a relationship, it'll fizzle out fast because you're turning inward um, before your next serious relationship. So I like it for you, Kayla. So different, so much different than you've had in the past, which is great. All right, Elisa, very good. All right. Hey, Christina, this sounds silly. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's take a look here and see what they've got going on here, Christina. What does Spirit want you to know about this awareness of D coming into your life here, into your mind? Mm. You have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is like energy. And the Eight of Wands is spirit. I feel like this is spirit messages for you. So I don't feel like this is coming in from them. I feel like spirit is putting them on your mind so that you can send them love and you can send them energy. You can give them, it's like they're putting them on your heart and mind because they know you will do something about it. And I feel like I don't feel like you need to physically reach out to them. I feel like it's they're wanting you to send love energy, prayer, um, meditations, send love, whatever you do for your spiritual practice, do that for them. Because I feel like they are like they're having an intense time and you're picking up on their energy so that you can send love to them and surround them in love and how that do that. But I don't feel like it's I see all this energy and these messages coming in from spirit to you, but I don't feel like it's them going to contact you and that you're supposed to contact them. I just feel like it's that. So that's what they have, Christina. You just are enhancing your intuitive abilities, and that's part of what happens. Is people you care about, you'll just be like, hmm. And if you feel like led to text them or whatever, if you're like, you know what, I just need to make sure they're okay, do it. Follow your heart, follow your intuition. If you're like, yeah, if you're like, hey, um, you were heavy on my heart today. I just want to make sure everything's okay. Sending you lots of love or whatever, whatever you do. So it's like, do that. Um, so that's what I feel. So that's what they have, Christina. Many, many blessings to you. All right. Sun and moon. Absolutely. My pleasure. Trying this out. Absolutely. So you'd like a general read for January and February. Absolutely. Let's take a look here and see. Do you guys enjoy being the guinea pigs? And you guys are the ones that will tell me if you want me to continue doing this or not, right? By how many likes, comments, and interactions, that tells me whether it's something that is beneficial for you guys. So I like it. So sun and moon. Oh no. This is okay. This is not bad. Nine of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, expectations. And the Nine of Swords is just showing you that lately you might have been feeling a lot on your mind where you're having trouble going to sleep at times, waking up, having nightmares or dreams, waking up thinking about things, just a lot on your mind. And I feel like they're telling you for January and February that it's important for you to pay attention to your rest, pay attention to your sleep. And something that helps me when I have a lot on my mind, because my mind will loop and loop and loop. And sometimes there's 10 things I have to do, but it feels like 100 because it's looped 10 times. And it feels like the list is really long. What I do is I write down, if you have a to-do list, just a piece of paper somewhere if you're having trouble sleeping, or just make it a regular habit. But if you write down, well, there you go. If you write down, like if you journal, that helps. But um, if it feels like there's something, in your life that is huge, and journaling helps it get it out onto paper and it feels like it's expressed. If you're looping in your mind of things to do, and I got so much to do. If you write it down, your mind goes, okay, it's written down. I don't have to remind you now because I know you have paper to remind you. And then you can sleep and you can rest. Some of those things help with that. So, um, and sometimes if we have fears, a lot of fears going on, that also takes us into insomnia, and, because we're worried about stuff. So doing a gratitude journal along with that journaling can help too. It just helps us stay out of fear when we build that trust and that gratitude for everything that the creator is bringing into our life, and we realize, we're in good hands. I'm in good hands. Look at how blessed I am. It helps with that too. So that's what spirit has for you, sun and moon. So many, many blessings to you. All right. Lizea Sincere, who is the next influential person in your life? All right. Sorry, I was just reading down there. Christina, that's great. I love that. I love that. So the next influential person in your life, Lizea, um, it's funny that the Eight of Cups is leaving behind emotions that no longer serve you. And I really feel this is interesting that the next influential person in your life is the one that you finally um, release, the one that you forgive. the one that was unforgivable, and you realize, I'm going to forgive the person, but I'm not going to forgive the act. I'm going to stop being a vessel of pain, carrying around the pain that um, was created inside of me because of what someone else did. I am releasing that. And this is like the most influential person in your life because they are showing you such power that you hold in yourself of, I'm not going to forgive and forget actions, but I'm releasing the person from my wrath. I'm leaving behind things that no longer serve me. I'm not going to allow things to weigh me down. So really, it is, in a way, that's the influential person, but really it's you. You are the next most influential person in your life because you're realizing your power. They're just being a great mirror to allow you to see your power. So I like it. You're like, boom. All right. So that's what they have. All right. Mary PM. Absolutely. Let's take a look here and get a card for your career. And I have about 5 more minutes. I should be able to get through, I think, almost everyone. I'm going to try. All right, here we go. Whoops, that was 3 cards. All right, this is the one right here. So you have the 6 of Cups here, and the 6 of Cups represents like nostalgia in the past. I feel like regarding your career, there's someone or a situation or a company from your past. Whatever you've worked for in your career, there's something from your past. No, it's not going to come up like, oh, we found out what you did. Nothing like that. It's like, I feel like it's either a company or an individual you worked with comes across your path, and they're going to be offering you or letting you know about a new job, a new position that's opening up at their company, or like you worked somewhere before and you went on somewhere else and they're like um, headhunting you, trying to get you back, going, you know what? We have a new position. We think it would be this. We'll pay you this. It's kind of that thing where they're either trying to draw you back or someone is making you aware of a position, someone you've worked with before or a company you've worked with before. So I feel like there's some offerings coming. It doesn't mean you have to take it. It's just it's like the awareness that you are wanted and sought after for your abilities is really important, but whether you take it or not is up to you at this point. So I like it, Mary. All right, so 3R3 Anna, a general reading. Let's take a look here. All right, very good, Lizea. So you're going to get married. No, I'm just kidding. It can be. 4 of Wands is the marriage card, but it's really celebration, joy, lightness, brightness, stability of your energies coming in too. So a lot of joyful events are in your near future. And if marriage is something that is like what you're wanting, this could be unfolding there for you. But definitely there's get togethers and gatherings and joyful things that if you have the opportunity to attend them, then this definitely is a card urging you to say it's for your highest to go and have some fun. You're going to meet some special people at these type of events as well. So I like it. That's what they have for you. All right, Angel Bliss, what surprise is coming for you from the universe? All right, let's take a look. What surprise? All right. So you have the 3 of Pentacles here. And the 3 of Pentacles is a great card to get because this is all about being true to your authentic self. And there, I feel like normally this is all about ignoring other people's opinions, the ones that you're afraid that if you don't do what they want you to do, they're going to punish you with some way, or that someone who supports you, if you don't do what they want you to do, they're going to pull away their support. But for this, I feel like, because I feel like you stand on your feet and you're like, I am who I am. But I feel like this is spirit telling you accept assistance from others. That You like to do things on your own. You really don't like to ask for help. Ugh, kills you to ask for help, right? But you and receiving things from people also but this is spirit saying allow it. I'm sending you help, accept it, don't turn it away. And so there's this beautiful surprise where people are coming with support for you in a variety of ways, and allow them to do that. So I like it. All right, Alexis, why are you being attacked and harassed by these individuals that won't leave you alone? All right, let's take a look here. Okay. You do have the chariot coming in here, and this is both answering your question and bringing great uh, news for you. The good news is that you have victory, there's movement, and you get to move forward out of this. Um, I feel like you, what helps you move out of this situation is that you have this is the power of choice card. And the reason why there's this feelings of being attacked, these feelings of being harassed, is because you're learning through this about you get to choose what story you put to any event that happens and what emotion you want to feel as you go through it. And what's going to be happening now with this awareness that's coming in is when someone does something that you normally would perceive as an attack or harassment, or feel these feelings of fear and harassment and these emotions, rather than assigning the old habit of what you think and feel, you're going to be able to switch it and go, you know what? Instead, instead of looking at it like this is happening to me, I'm going to look at, go, why did I want this to happen for me? What am I learning about this about myself? These people, their actions are of fear, so they're not about me, they're about themselves. And so when humans, when we go into when our little child self feels unsafe or out of control, it goes out of its mind. It goes out of its adult mind and it goes into its cat mind. It hisses and attacks, it hisses and it runs, or it hisses and attacks, then runs. And they when cats act that way when they're in fear, they're not intelligent and they're not loving and kind. They're doing things to try to feel safe and in control, which has nothing to do with you. Their actions are of their own fears. And when you realize that, you're like, wait a minute. So this is them in fear. I don't need to fear. I can instead, every moment is a choice of fear or unconditional love. So I can, instead of feeling like I have to go into my cat mind to attack and have a cat fight, instead, I can greet it with love, seeing him as a little 2-year-old who's scared. And it allows you to transform and look at things differently. Um, because when we have this energy of I'm being attacked, I'm being harassed, I'm going into fear, it just expands and grows. But when I focus on what I'm grateful for and focus on unconditional love and joy and peace, then this shrinks, it becomes less and small. And I realize it's not about me, that's about them, what they're doing. So hopefully that helped, Alexis. So many blessings to you. That's what they have for you right now. All right. So Shayla, hey, hey. So will you be working with high school or elementary students, and travel to or from Michigan for you? Well, you have the moon card coming in here, and the moon card is about intuition and gut and mother nature, mother nurture, connecting to the, mother luna higher realms. So, when you're asking, will you be working with high school or elementary students? I kind of feel like it's more elementary, because they will allow you to express mothering more readily to them than high school students. High school students are like, everyone leave me the frick alone, right? And so I see that. And then, traveling to or from Michigan, I feel like that with this road here, that there is a especially with the moon phases too, of coming and going. I feel like that is a yes with that as well. So I feel elementary students, if you're like asking for a choice between the two, elementary students is very highly shined upon there. And then I do see you traveling to and from Michigan. So I like it. That's what they have for you. All right. So we are at my 1 hour mark, but I just have, I think, two more to go. So I'm going to finish these out, and then that should be it for this session. I will be back in 2 hours for my 7 o'clock Mountain Time, when I'll be on for 2 hours, where we do I do take donations for deeper readings, and then we go a little deeper on the free readings as well. All right, Gemini, AF Gemini. Hello. Absolutely, my pleasure. So when will Pisces and you have an opportunity to see each other again? Oh, okay. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit have for you? One card came flying out here. Yeah, there it is. Oh, not for a while. You got the Hermit card. So what this is telling me is that the time will come, but right now it's like this pause that's happening is for you. It's to draw you in and really to connect with spirit and your higher self. They want you to themselves right now. And so that's why there's this drawing back, because there's some beautiful things that they want to learn and show you on your path. So, they're like, I know we're blocking you, but here we go. This is for you. We're going to show you some beautiful things that'll make the next time you guys are able to see each other so much different and deeper than it ever would be. So it's good stuff that's happening, because on the other side, they're also being pulled in by their higher self into that reflection too. So I like that for you, AF Gemini. I know. It'll come. It'll come. The more you work on your insides and the more time you spend reflecting on that, the faster it speeds up, though. So, all right. All right, Red, you are up. Thank you for your patience. You are the last reading for this session. When will Robbie be offered a new job? He's interviewing, but no offers. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, there's this a message in here. I feel like they're applying for jobs that make sense for the mind. Like, okay, this is what I should apply for. This is what I should do. Oh, it's good money. Oh, it's good this. It's steady, blah, blah, blah. But the Two of Swords says, what bring the heart to the table? What would make them feel joy? What would they enjoy doing? It might be less money. It might be, not popular to do it, but it's what does their heart want to do? Allow their heart to have a seat at the table, because it's like they're interviewing for jobs, but they're jobs that aren't, they're just going to be jobs. It's like they want them to be able to do something that brings them love and joy and allows their heart to sing. And so they want to bring the heart into the table in deciding where to apply for, because these other jobs aren't opening up because they're not for them. So allow the heart to come in, and then they'll see some significant changes on there. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So that is what they have. Again, thank you guys so much for all the thumbs up that you've given the video. It definitely helps send the love out to the world. I hope you enjoyed these as much as I did. If you did, the thumbs up, let me know that, or comment on the video itself. And I love any feedback. If you have other ideas of what you would also like, please let me know. I'm definitely open to considering different items. This is what came up because I know in my like on especially on the weekends, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday mornings, I come on, and every evening, Wednesday through Sunday. Sometimes I get a lot of donations and I don't get through a ton of free ones, or the free ones go very long, very fast. And I don't get through, down significantly down that long list. And so this allows me to offer to get more readings to more people. So hopefully these are helpful and you guys enjoy them. And hopefully, I will see you again soon, either in a couple hours on my evening one, or I take Mondays and Tuesdays off from going live. So I'll be back Wednesday night as well. So till then, just know that each and every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So have a great night or a great day wherever you guys are out in the world, and we'll see you soon. Until then, much love to you. You take care.